protesting with them?
Are you protesting?
Yes.
We are with TNC News.
How's it going?
Could you fill us in a little bit on what's happening at Wendy's in San Marcos today?
All right. My name's Joshua Bettis. Right now, we're trying to cover over four main specific issues. Currently, right now, is the AC in the kitchen, getting that fixed and replaced. It's been this way for almost a year and a half. Hasn't been working. We have tried to put notices through management, and they seem to either just ignore it or just not care. And this is upper management. This isn't just assistant. This is like corporate and DM management who come by and check on the stores. They're doing whatever they can to save every nickel and dime for the company itself to get their bonuses. That's how companies like this work. That's how franchises work. The other issue is getting the minimum wage raised too as well, and better working equipment and appropriate training, because like that we're not getting that either. That's why we have a high turnover rate. We don't fire anybody, they just end up quitting because they can't, get the training they need. And plus, not only that, we're working in 99-degree plus temperature as well. So we're protesting the rights for an employee to have our dignity and respect to come to a working place. That's pretty much it right there. We all have families to feed, we all have ambitions and dreams.
So, how would you compare it to working outside in the weather like most of your construction workers that aren't getting $15 an hour?
Here's the thing, if they want to go out there and protest and get the rights they want, met, they can go ahead and do the same thing. We should all work together. We're all laborers. It doesn't matter what kind of job it is. I mean, you have manufacturing and you have industrial jobs dying out or being outsourced. We're now living in a service industry era, and it's pretty sad that how they're just trying to exploit the working person. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's fast food. Either way, people are in those situations for certain reasons. I mean, everyone has their story, and I respect construction workers too. I have family that works in construction, and some of them are joining unions trying to get their rights met as well, and I applaud them for that. We're all in that same position. I mean, it's pretty bad how you have corporations making so much money and cashing out and not being able to help out, the lower class people itself. I mean, it's horrible.
You think politics is going to help this year?
Oh, who's to know? But all I gotta say is that there needs to be a movement or some kind of political revolution. I mean, we've lost out on a perfect good candidate, now we have two other ones, so we're just kind of like, see how things go. But other than that, I feel like it all depends on the people. So at this point, politicians right now, they're just not putting in the effort as we thought they would.
What do you think is going to happen if they nationalize a $15 an hour minimum wage?
I feel like it would actually just, the whole class itself, it would bring back the middle class itself right there. I know people assume like, oh, everything's being raised higher. It's like, no, we'll just be able to match the cost of living. Because if that's the case, then it would be around $21-something an hour for people to actually live the cost of living. It's like, oh, I got paid $15 in New York. It's like, okay, so you're getting paid $7.25 in New York. And that's all we want to do, just at least match the cost of living. I mean, if people still want to become rich and become more richer, that's cool and everything. We just don't want the working or lower class to work 5 or 3 jobs,
You don't think the people that capitalize off all the labor are going to take, if there's a $15 an hour minimum wage, they're going to raise the cost of apartments and everything else?
That's where we got to fight.
They're going to go ahead and try to get more out of you.
No,
they're going to offset it.
That's the thing. But what I'm suggesting is that if they're going to go ahead and do that, then we got to go ahead and just fight them and meet off on that. Because I don't believe we should live in a government where it's just basically a free market economy that's not regulated. Because in a sense, I would say I am for a free market economy, but I want it to be regulated. But in this day and age, it's not. So we need another economical solution if that's going to be the case. Because I just want everyone to have the same rights and just have the dignity to live off of. No one shouldn't work like 60 or 80 something hours for $7-something an hour and having to go to school at the same time. They say, oh, go to college, you'll become something better for yourself. It's like, oh, I don't have the money to afford it. Well, get a job. It's like, not that many jobs are hiring, and they demand a certain education or vocational school, and I can't afford either. It's like, oh, well, then go to college. It's just like, you're stuck in that same circle. I mean, we got to match it up somehow. I mean, it was like 40 or 30 years ago. It wasn't really that much to go to school, and it was decent. You can just work like a 8 to 5 job and make a decent living. Now it's just like, all right, now you're working graveyard shift 8 to 5, just
30 years ago, I was working on an oil rig for $7.50 an hour, and I thought I was shitting in tall cotton. So,
yeah, I remember my mom to make
no benefits. And when I tried to go to college, it was going to cost me pretty much $30,000 just to go to a community college. So I stayed in the labor market.
Yeah.
I've got this on the side. This is just a news deal that we've got on YouTube and Facebook. So.
Would it be all right with you if we post this?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. We have your permission.
Thank you.
All right.
And what news station are y'all with?
TNC News. TNC
News.
Freestyle News.
Freestyle News. All right, guys. Well, yeah, I appreciate y'all coming out and checking us out for us.
Y'all have a good day.
All right, you too.